Now, in just a few hours, Venezuelans will start voting to choose a replacement for late President Hugo Chavez. 19 million people are registered to vote, and they'll be deciding between acting President Nicolas Maduro and opposition candidate Henrique Capriles. Gabriel Elizondo reports.
Two starkly different visions for the future of Venezuela without Hugo Chavez. Nicolas Maduro, the chosen successor to Chavez, has promised to carry on his so-called Bolivarian revolution and the social programs that have benefited the poor and made Chavez a hero to millions. But beyond that, Maduro says he'll carry on the legacy of the former president, of power being in the hands of the masses and not just with the elite who traditionally ruled this country before Chavez.
What is at stake here is two different models. The model of Chavez or the model of imperialism and the neoliberal model.
Opposition candidate Henrique Capriles predicts that 6 years of Maduro as president will lead to an increase in the problems he says Chavez left behind.
More devaluation, more inflation, more unemployment, and more violence.
The reality on the streets is that Venezuela's inflation is over 20%, the second highest in all of Latin America. And the capital, Caracas, has one of the world's highest crime rates.
As the campaigns came to a close, most polls seemed to indicate that Maduro was holding on to a lead, but that the race had tightened considerably and that a Maduro victory was no longer guaranteed like many of his supporters had hoped just a few weeks ago. What is certain is no matter who wins this election, this is a country that will be facing a new wave of uncertainty.
The scenarios in Venezuela are going to be quite different than the scenarios we had in the past in the hands of Chavez. Maduro is not as strong as him. Maduro is not as charismatic as him. Maduro has not the same level of control as him. If Capriles wins, we are going to be in the middle of a country divided into two different clusters. The executive with Capriles and his cabinet, etc., and the institutions controlled by the Chavismo.
If Capriles wins, he says he would radically break away from Venezuela's foreign policy alliances with Iran and Cuba that Maduro helped implement when he was foreign minister. Venezuelans will wake up on Monday after an election seen as a chance to either carry on the past or break from it. Gabriel Elizondo, Jazeera, Caracas.